presentation. I have a couple of questions. First one is, you're selling the machine, you're selling the refilling of the machine, and then you're selling the recycling of the outcome from the machine. Normally in the two kind of cells, so there is there is a product where you're not gaining a lot of money, but then you're compensating in the second one. Which one of them is, what is your margins in both products?
Actually, the margin for the first product, actually the machine, is the most profitable product.
Yep.
Because without it, we won't have the second strategy, and we won't have the waste out of it. So the margin of it is approximately 7%. And for Constance's second one, it's a little bit less.
How much?
Pretty much 4%.
4%?
Yes.
Okay, so 7% and 4% margins.
Because we also have to include, to say that the second strategy is only seasonal, because we are targeting people that are living in cold areas. So
sorry,
yeah.
There are 3 products there. So there is the machine,
Yes.
refilling of the machine,
Yeah.
and the third one.
Yes.
So for the first one you said 7%, and for the second one you said 4%.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, there is a very interesting case in this one. There was a startup in the US that was selling a juice machine. It was called Juicer, and they were selling it at $500, just the machine. But people found out that they don't need it. All what the machine is doing is like punching the second one, and they could punch it with their own hands, and they had the same result. So here it's different, but why would people buy the second product from you rather than going to the market and buying one?
Well, there are multiple incentives for buying this product. The first one is safety. As you must have noticed, in Morocco, people tend to buy those bottles of oil which come from very sketchy backgrounds. Like, they come in these plastic bottles, you don't really know their quality or their safety. And so there's that aspect. There's also the idea that you can see it yourself in front of you, so you know that it's not mixed with any other materials. But also, this machine is very fast in the way that it makes the oil, because our packaging already comes with the first portion of the production process, which is to grind and to dry the materials. And so it is not something that you could mimic without the machine.
And how would you guarantee that you would have the same result from the machine? Because as you know, olives are not the same. So depending on the season, depending on a lot of things, it may be more acid, it may be less acid, it may not have the same taste. So how would you guarantee that the taste would remain the same for all?
Of course, in our plants where the oil extraction process takes place, and where since they are specialized in olives, there are some machines that grinds and then that sorts, and so they are going to be washed and they will be sorted by using the machines that they already have in their plants. So the quality of the olives and the other products are going to be consistent.
Okay.
If I may add, to answer your question of how will customers buy our product and not the others. So our strategy aims to give them a product line that is half processed, as they explained before. And so the package is customized. So only the sizes that we provide are going to be accepted by the machine. Also the fact that they're grinded, that simplifies the process of the machine, the oil pressing.
Okay, but then you would be destroying a lot of jobs. Tens of thousands of jobs.
No, the jobs are going to be created through the process.
No, because there are a lot of cooperatives that are selling the oil. So you would be, I mean, if you're successful selling the machines, people would not need those cooperatives for the oil, and you will be destroying those jobs. But
our target, there are two different markets. There's the market that can buy the oil, for example, for a cheap price from a cooperative, and there are our target market, who are the people from the middle to the higher class, who want to adopt a healthy lifestyle and who adopt the trend of being involved in making their own products.
Okay, thank you very much.
One question, first of all, a very nice presentation, very clear in what you're trying to do with the two strategies. They integrate nicely together. One question, does this machine exist today?
No, it does not exist anywhere.
Okay. So your graphics are fabulous too, so you had me wondering. Have you consulted with the manufacturer of the type of machine to feel comfortable with the costs associated with producing that machine and the reliability of the machine, first of all?
Yes, we actually found some sellers in Alibaba, the Chinese wholesaler, and there are some sellers that sell some oil pressing machine that is pretty different from ours, but we still consulted them to know the cost of, for example, if you want to order 2,000 machines in the first year, and this machine would do this and this and this, and they give us an estimation of the price.
Okay, and you know what the technical requirements are for the machine to produce these, to take the bars and turn them into oil. So all of that has been specified and engineered and designed?
Yes, it has been specified, and that is actually the reason why we are going to be hiring engineers to actually invest more in the R&D, the design of the machine, its components, where, everything, all the technicalities. As Manal said, we have consulted the Chinese website Alibaba, and the machines actually are, the cost of the machine is approximately $130 at an exchange rate of 9.62 dirhams per dollar. That is why we have set our price to be 2,200.
If I may add,
yeah.
about the technicalities, we actually know the process, and I will explain it very quickly. So essentially, the process is there's the three-phase process for olive oil making, and then there's the three-phase one. I know it's not working. So basically, just a quick explanation, the two-phase one produces 30% of the waste that we will use, olive waste cake, OWC as they call it in the industry. And so that's the one that we'll be using with this machine, and we've already consulted how it works. It's a cold pressing to keep the quality and the freshness of the olives and prevent oxidization.
Okay. So to understand this chart here, machine versus bottle, that was my next question. You've tested your market price compared to what? Can you go back to that slide for just a moment? This one here. So where is the comparison? So for example, 1 liter on this machine is 40.
No, competitors.
Traditional costs.
We have
Oh, it's less than. I'm sorry, I'm missing the side. That's a less than 40 dirhams. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And have you thought about your distribution? First of all, you show where you're going to the hypermarkets to go get the bars that will go into the machine. Have you thought about you having them available through Jumia? I think I saw Jumia up there, but people are fundamentally lazy, right? And it's we're asking them to do work to create their own olive oil or argan oil, so you have to make that as simple as possible. Then the other side of that is on your the collectible biomass. Are people going to take that to a station, or is somebody going to come pick that up, which is what I would prefer?
Yeah, actually, we know that Moroccan people, they might not bring the waste. However, we are giving them some incentives. For example, as Manal explained, for the promotion, we are giving them a loyalty card, and when they will reach a certain amount of biomass, exactly when we will reach that was charity. When they will reach 5 points of when they bring their waste, we're gonna give them a package of three packages of their taste. Like they would choose 3 packages of our products.
For actually the collection points they asked for, they're going to be in the hypermarkets in Carrefour and Marjan. So you have the waste, you're going to go to your closest hypermarket, or Carrefour Express for example, and you go, you're going to find there a recycling station of Quartier Saada, you're going to put your waste, you're going to find there an employee of ours who's going to weigh your waste and then give you the points.
Well, you're banking on some changing of personal behavior, which is challenging. To the degree I would recommend